Hi everybody, it's Mary, back with another reading for you because you know Source, guardian angels, spirit guides, ascended masters want to come through with messages for you, and I am here to channel them for you. So today we have another pick a card reading with a crystal. So we have this card, with Sodalite. We have Chrysocolla and this card. And we have this card with Shungite. As per usual with me, we have some oracle cards in each deck. Everybody gets oracle cards. And we have a tarot deck to set the tone. Further, a tarot deck for each crystal and card that you've chosen. Some Shakti cards and some Secret Garden cards, which I call practical advice to close out the reading. So these are your choices for today. And if you need more time, you can pause the video. I will link the timestamps below. And I will see you in your readings. Okay, see you soon. Hello, Pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Okay, for those of you who chose this beautiful card and the Sodalite, we have some messages for you. Let's start with this one. Okay. I am presence with the number 30. This card speaks to the head chakra and the ascended self, right? All of us have an inner part of us, part of our soul that knows more than our average human 3D brain knows about. And this card basically is calling you to look within and get in touch with this ascended self that you are, that we all can be. But in particular, you right now are being called to reach in and get in touch with your ascended self. Your ascended self has all the answers. Your ascended self knows, you know, our ascended selves just know. They are our higher self. And so this card would call to you to go within and listen to that voice that's within you that knows. There's just a deep sense of knowing. Appeal to your ascended self. Appeal to your higher self. Your higher self wants what is best for you. And so that is what the I am presence is. It also makes me think of Source as well, God, and his answer of I am, you know. I am who I am, you know, or just I am. But Source is within all of us. We all are creators with the co-creator. So it's just a call to get more in touch with that aspect of yourself that creates with the co-creator. So let's find out a little more about what Source has to say. Okay, so we have Sodalite with the I am presence. So let's do a little, let's do a little reading here. Okay, Sodalite. For once it matches. Okay. Sodalite, awakening, insight, inspiration. Crystal fact. The sodium in Sodalite gives this mineral its name. So, salt makes me think of water, and maybe you want to hydrate a little more. I don't know. It's never a bad thing to drink water. Water is life. So let's put this crystal down over here. The others. And right away I'm seeing awakening, insight, and inspiration. And we were just talking about this with the I am card. The I am presence. See, when we are in touch with our ascended selves, when we are in touch with when we are in alignment with our soul, things tend to flow well, and things go well for us when we listen to our ascended self, when we're in alignment with our highest self. And so it's sometimes an awakening occurs, and then we have more knowledge, and with knowledge comes destiny. We are not exactly robots fated to do, you know, just whatever it is we've been programmed to do. We're not that anymore. We are awakening. And with awakening comes insight and inspiration. What is best for you? You know. You just need to look within. Look at your ascended self. Look at your higher self. Your awakened self. It has much insight. You have a lot of insight. And through your insight, you are an inspiration to yourself, the person who's watching this right now, and the person who you'll be in 10 minutes or a year, depending on how far ahead you want to go with your ascended self. Your ascended self is right here, right now, but usually, like, I'll ask my ascended self, you know, where do I want to be in 5 minutes? I'd like to be walking home and getting ready to have a nice cup of tea. And so it shall be, because my ascended self says, yeah, great idea. And then that's how that works for me, you know. And my ideas aren't, you know, so wonderfully inspired all the time, But when I listen to my ascended self, when I get out of my way, then everything tends to, you know, flow. And then I'm in alignment with my soul and with source. And that's a good place to be. So that's what these two cards are already telling me. Okay? So you might want to meditate, maybe drink more water. You add lemon to the water, drink it in the morning. It's cleansing and healthy for us, and then, you know, we can move on because taking care of our human bodies is part of, you know, the deal. It's part of the package. You know, it's mind, body, spirit. Okay, let's check out the energies surrounding this particular reading. Okay, a tall tale. A tall tale. So, a tall tale. With the number 35, which reduces to 8, infinite possibilities. 8 is also the house of relationships in terms of like sexuality, but also spirituality, transmutation in the 8th house. So, I think maybe we should pull another card, because a tall tale speaks to a fantastical story. Some people might call it fibbing or lying, but that is not the feeling I get from this card. I get more that you are making changes in your life. You are beginning to get more in touch with your creative side. More in touch with your creative side, because you see here there's 30, which is 3, and that's the beginning of a holy tetralogy, but it's also 3 is creativity and starting to move out into the world with your unique gifts, and it's the start. So the feeling I'm getting is that this tall tale is somewhat like you're going to change, and when you're in touch with this I am presence, or this ascended you presence, that has all the good answers, and you get in alignment with those answers and you start to live that way, your life is going to change in so many positive ways. And people are going to look at this, you know, not that you should really care what other people think. Your reality is your reality, okay? But I'm getting that it's others who may be questioning you and saying, like, that's impossible. Like, how did this person do this? How did pile number 1 change so wonderfully? Like, seriously, like, how did they do it? And, you know, you can tell them your tale, but it may seem like a tall tale to them. It could be, you know, a fantastical journey that you're about to embark on, you know. And I see that you are supported by your angels and your star family. They're here in this card, very much so. And I'm also getting Saint Michael vibes, with the blue over here is standing out, and also this purple, and we have blue with the Sodalite. So that's your throat chakra. It also has to do with Michael. And even though these are green as well, but we've got blue right here, right coming up around here, around the head chakra, or third eye chakra rather. So yeah, I don't know, I'm getting a lot of St. Michael vibes, like you know, call upon St. Michael in times of need, or you're already aligned with St. Michael. So yes, of course he would come around if you called for him for anything really. Okay, so we're gonna do two animal spirit cards. You got two when I did the oracle deck preparation. So we have the guinea pig, innocence. Yes, look how innocent that guinea pig looks. Oh, it's so cute. It goes with this little toy here, the little Pinocchio type. And what was his wish? To be a real boy, you know? What are you being called to do here? Be you. And be your ascended self, your higher self. You know, yourself aligned with source, right? And ultimately, did not Pinocchio become a real boy when his creator, after he went through stuff, and you know, sometimes that's the journey, we have to go through stuff to get what we want, to change or to learn and to grow, and he becomes a boy with a real father, otherwise known as source. So we have this going on. Now we have innocence, right? So I'm getting that you're coming from a place of innocence, right? You may not fully understand about your ascended self, your higher self, but that's okay, because you can learn. You're being called to do this. It's not so much that like you're being told you have to do this. It's a calling, you know, for you to step into your ascended self and listen to your higher self. And you just have this you don't have motives, you know, other than pure motives, is what I'm getting. Like you're not doing this to make money. You're not, although there's nothing wrong with that, you know, money is just a frequency on this planet, you know, but it's like your whole reason behind why you even watch these readings, why you pay attention, why you want to know about these things, is because you have an innocence quality about you, an innocent quality about you. And I'm hearing, let yourself be pampered. I just heard that. Let yourself be pampered. Yeah. So I'm going to think that, I'm going to say that this has to do with, you know, let your angels guide you. Let St. Michael guide you if necessary. You know, if not if necessary, that sounds desperate, but just that let yourself be pampered. Don't, yeah, it's like you don't have to like really go after this fast and hard. You know, this is a process. Becoming someone who knows how to live with their higher self on a daily basis. You know, it's a process, and eventually it becomes natural. But in the meantime, while you're doing this, let yourself be pampered. And I'm holding these two up because you see the coloring on these? It's very similar. The red, the greens and the blues, you know, it's very similar, except for this pink here. And that's where I'm going to say is, yeah, you want to be pampered, okay? And also, excuse me, there's also these shadowy blues over here as well. Just like here, just like here, just like here. So this theme of blue. And this blue is kind of shadowy. So again, it's just like, you're coming out of the shadows. You know, you're coming out of the shadows. And even though this is, you know, the moon and the sun, which indicates a nice balance. Eventually you're going to be nicely balanced. Just that this, yeah, you're like, I'm hearing you'll be coming out of the shadows and stepping into your power. So here, we'll put this right under here because, you know, the guinea pig here is so cute. It's making me want to connect it with that doll there, like pets, like little pets. Like, so, and you have another animal spirit card because 2 came out for you, so 2 came for you. And so you have the Wolverine on your side right now. So even if you are just starting out on this journey of you becoming fully you, I call it not just ascended self or your higher self, or you're in alignment with yourself and therefore source and your spiritual family and star family. It's also you're either going into learning this, but there's always more to learn. So this, the Wolverine speaks of tenacity, and check out all that gold. This really reminds me of the Sun card in the tarot, and it's like a giant yes, like yes, you are on the right track. Yes, the Wolverine has incredible tenacity. I don't know if you've ever seen X-Men, but you know, Wolverine comes out and he's got these claws, and you know, but before his claws come out, what is he doing? He's fighting in contests somewhere up in Canada, I believe. And you know, he looks like the scrappy underdog, you know, but in reality he's got a Wolverine spirit in him. He literally is a Wolverine. And Wolverines are tenacious. You know, they take on causes, they do things that they may not, even though this one is really big, they'll take on a bigger opponent. You know, they'll take on big causes and they will hang in there. They will hang tough. So, you have Wolverine energy coming at you. I'm sorry about that glare. And also, she's wearing blue. There's blue all around here. I'm really feeling the angels now coming in, not just St. Michael, but like angels that are also aligned with Archangel Michael. And for you, it doesn't, you know, either male or female, you know, this is just a representation of a human being, and you've got a blindfold on. Excuse me. And so with I am presence and going within, this matches up very nicely. You know, you can listen to your inner voice. You can listen to your ascended self. You can listen to the higher you, and, you know, be pampered along the way. And find out for yourself, you know, how to live as your fullest self. You know, it's not just alignment with source, it's alignment with yourself. And when you're in alignment with yourself, you're in alignment with source. And even her, in this case, this picture, it's a her, even though you're, let's put it that way, you're blindfold. Check it out. It's going right into the circle that is source. So I'm hearing faith, have faith that you can do this. I also feel that you might be going through a difficult period, perhaps a period of lack financially or health-wise or in a relationship. And it's not a very strong feeling, but it's, this card is saying stick, you know, you stick it through and really listen to your intuition. And this sounds really corny, but it's true. Like, just hang in there, you know, because it's what is right for you. Stepping into your masterful self, which won't seem like some giant mastery. It may, to others, it may sound like a big fib, a big tall tale to others, but to you, it's just going to be like, no, this is what I did. I went and I looked within and I meditated. I got out into nature, got in touch with my chakras, right? My root chakra, my solar chakra, my heart chakra, my head chakra. You know, perhaps that is where it would work best for you, is in nature, but you can actually do this anywhere that you could just sit down and meditate, you know, or sit quietly and sit in stillness. So, and this is a nice, very positive outcome, and I love the innocence here, you know, I love it. So, we have one more oracle card, and this one is Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, and I pretty much was just saying that, you know, that people are gonna perhaps wonder, what the heck are you into? What have you done? What are you doing? And you may feel that you're being judged, and let them judge you. It's okay. You have the tenacity of a Wolverine, you know, and you've got some really cute friends around you, you know, plus you've got your angels. I feel them. I can see them. They're in light blue. They have little wings. They're like cherubim, you know, and they all want to, like, almost play with you, to keep you feeling good and feeling happy and supported while you go into start living your ascended self, like every day, all day, go to sleep, wake up, repeat, you know. So that's, you know, judgment. The worst thing you could do is be your own judge. You know, you don't have to do that. You've got plenty of resources and good skills to help you. But other people judging you, just shut that down, because everyone has their own unique path and challenges, and you have your unique path. So do not judge yourself, and just be you. And because you have an innocent heart, you have a pure heart, you know. I'm feeling, I don't know, cotton candy. Okay, so as I was saying before my phone died and we started to go into the tarot, yeah, you are being called to get in touch with your higher self, your most loving, wise, experienced, caring, nurturing, generous self, so that you can have a fulfilling life, you know, whatever it is you want to be or do in life is fine. We have awakening, insight, and inspiration right here. And so you have the ability to see things that not everyone sees, you know. I feel an awakening coming for you, which is nice. I wish you the best with that. But let's get on with the tarot, okay? So let's pull one angel tarot card and see what your angels, spirit guides, ascended masters. Whoa, I think that might be it. Have to say. Okay, I think you've gotten 2 big messages for you today. Okay. 10 of Earth. Beautiful. A very happy family life, financial security. Finding magic in the little things in life. In the little things in life. Guinea pigs are small. And this is the tall tale and little things in life. This is the 10 of Earth. And that would normally be the 10 of Pentacles. And so you have legacy, stability, money, wealth, spiritual wealth as well coming to you. We have, ooh, nice, justice, Archangel Raguel. This would be the major arcana. Sometimes strength and justice are reversed. So in this case, it's reversed. I like how it's purple. We talked a lot about the head chakra, the color purple, and keeping that open. And we have judgment here as well. And we have for justice, fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So again, stand up for yourself. You know, you have your spirit animal energy here is the Wolverine, which is tenacity. But even a guinea pig, you know, as small as it could be, as long as you stay true to your higher self, yourself, you are your higher self, things are going to turn out very, very well for you. Very well. That's why I feel with a tall tale that people are just going to say, how did you achieve this? How did you accomplish this in life? And they're going to think like you're, I don't know, like, I don't know what they think, but, you know, I believe that they're just going to be like, that is a really incredible story. You know, you're going to have a really good story to tell people about how your life changed in really good ways, very good ways. And all you really have to do is tap into your higher self. So let's pull some more tarot to see specifically what this justice is about. And 10 of Earth. What do your angels, ascended masters, spirit guides want to say to you about what is going on with you as you go through this process of getting to be better friends with your higher self, if you aren't already awakened. Okay, we have Moonlight. This is an extra card in this deck, and what I would say about this is that, again, it's just very clear, you know, be in touch with your intuition, that inner self, that part of you that maybe you haven't even met yet or gotten in good contact with yet. And if you have, make better friends, continue that relationship, asking your ascended self, your higher self, you know, what is good for you, and listen to that quiet voice within. That is the voice that will illuminate your path. Those are the actions that will illuminate your path, even when it feels dark, or it literally is dark in your life, dark periods in your life. You might be going through something, excuse me, where a judgment needs to be made, something perhaps in court or at work, or maybe, for example, somebody said that you said or did something on social media that you did not say or do, and, you know, now they want to shut down your channel or whatever it is that you're doing. Something to that effect. Listen to your intuition, listen to your inner voice, and your path will be lighted. That's what I'm hearing. It will light your path. It will tell you what you need to do to become prosperous, stable, harmonized, and have abundance and long life, family, good relationships with family is what I'm hearing. So yeah, and this is all just. This is what is supposed to be happening on a higher timeline. So we have moonlight. We have, oh my goodness, sunrise. Wow, you're like a master of balance here. You know, look, it's right next to the Wolverine too, with the sun right here. And here you go with sunrise. Okay, I have a small table. I need a bigger table. So let's see. Let's just put these tarot out of the way for a moment. And the Shakti cards away for a moment. And the practical advice cards away for a moment. Not that I believe you need them, but yeah, let's make some room on the table. So this is actually really beautiful. Justice. Usually justice is seen as the, you know, the scales, you know, on either side of justice, like justice holds the scale and it goes up and down to get balanced. And when it's balanced, it's equal and everything is in perfect harmony until the scale moves on either side. And basically, that is what you are able to do. If you cannot do this already, you will get there. You will be able to easily balance things out. And things will be just. Things will go well for you. See? So, and again, this is already somewhat of a tall tale. I mean, you have the Wolverine, and yet you also have the guinea pig. Okay, so you know it's like you're gonna stand your ground, and you're gonna go after, you know, whatever it is that makes you happy in life. You know that your ascended self tells you go for it. You know, your ascended self is basically gonna tell you go for it, and it's just mostly a more fulfilled sense of you-ness. You're you on this earth doing what you want to do. And in this case, it's you're mostly right now with this reading, it's the Ten of Earth, the Ten of Pentacles. It's stability, harmony, something to do with family and legacy. It could be grandchildren, nieces, nephews, things of that nature, people in your life of that nature. And yeah, the stability, harmony in nature itself, as well as financial wealth. So things of this earth, tangible things. So yeah, you have the moon and the sun. That is wow. So again, use your intuition and go within, right? But also bask in the sunlight. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing bask in the sunlight, which reminds me of what I said about the guinea pig. Let yourself be pampered. Yeah, bask in the sunlight, you know, because you can, because that is what you're being called to do. Look at this. Beautiful. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Look at this. Beautiful. So not only do you have the 10 of Earth, you also have the 10 of Cups, which is 1010, 1010. master ascended angel number. Your angels are way back behind you, like behind your back. They have got your back. They want you to have everything. They want you to have prosperity. They want you to have abundance. They want you to have family. You want this too, and that's great because that's what they want for you as well. And your higher self will tell you so. And whatever your happily ever after is, that is yours as well. Your happily ever after is right here, right now. As soon as you speak to your ascended self, your inner self, and you say, I would like fill in the blank, you know, in this case, it's usually represented by a husband and wife and their children, and they have balance and harmony. Also, the rainbow is a beautiful reminder of God's covenant with man that he will never destroy the earth again. So if you're worried about things like what's going on in politics right now, world events, don't worry too much, okay? Because we have the rainbow. Also in Tibetan culture, the rainbow also illustrates that all our chakras are in order. So you're either very connected right now with Source, or you're heading there, and this is nice. This is a really nice payoff here. And then we have the Seven of Wands. This is interesting. We have all this positivity, all this wonder, all this goodness, and then bam, Seven of Wands. So somehow, despite all this goodness and happiness and growth on your part, you have incurred enemies. People are not happy that you seem to be having a very successful life, very self-fulfilled life. It starts with you. And so you are being encouraged to take a stand. Now, this also would probably go with judgment, right? And justice. Okay? So, in this instance, while you're going through this awakening process, and if you're already awakened, then further awakening, more downloads and information, your higher self always has your best interests at heart. So there's always room to grow, and it looks like you're growing up. Yeah, so this is nice, but you literally could be in some sort of judgment situation where, like I said, maybe someone said you said something or did something, because I don't really see anything negative here. Not at all. No. I just see you growing in a beautiful, strong, positive direction with your angels backing you. You yourself are backing yourself, and you're strong, and you know you have this. But there are people out there who are not happy that you are happy, and these may be the people who will say, oh, that's a lie, that's a fantastical story, I don't believe you, whatever. No, don't listen to these people. Don't listen to them. Be strong in and of yourself, and know that what you believe in, what you stand for, is right and true and real and correct for you. What is your reality? Ask your higher self, and you will know if you don't know right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one more tarot card and see if we have any more insight. Oh my goodness, look at this table. It's so small. I would like for you to be able to see these cards. Okay, sorry. I can't stop your reading now. It's too late to stop. I'm in the flow. Okay. We have the Four of Swords. Okay. So, again, this is just going to remind me of this, right? The guinea pig, innocence. But I heard pamper yourself. So, and strangely enough, this card is in black and white, and none of these cards for the bunny deck here, the Lulalapin deck, are in black and white. And yet we have like black and white, night and day. You're I just heard this. Hold on. You're like right in the middle. You're like on the cusp of going into your ascended self, but also like you're like right in the middle. I can't, how do I say this? I see you emerging excuse me, like that picture by who made it? I forget. It's the birth of Venus, Botticelli. And it's just this goddess is rising out of a clamshell, a seashell, and the angels, the zephyrs they're called, are coming to her with cloth to drape her in beautiful clothing. And I have this vision of you, whether you're male or female, you are emerging as your beautiful full self. Your divine masculine, your divine feminine, both are balanced and together. And you can handle the shadows and the light. You're about to come into this. You can handle both. Everything is not black and white, by the way. I just heard that as well. Everything is not black and white. But, you know, this could be overwhelming. Excuse me, awakenings can make people tired. Growth can make you tired. So, I'm hearing a little rest may be necessary for you to achieve these goals. In fact, you kind of want to be quiet when you know, stillness, when you go within and get in touch with your ascended self, your higher self. So, you know, there's nothing negative here that I see, except for this Seven of Wands, which isn't really that negative. It's just you stand up for yourself and tell people, you know, leave me alone, or whatever way you want to say it, you know, just they're not too happy that you're crushing this, you know, that you're vibing in a very high frequency, and they're not liking this at all. And that's too bad for them, because this is your life. This is your life, your soul, your oversoul. You are presence, in touch with your consciousness. And so people really have no power over you unless you give it to them. And if people do come at you, if people are coming at you, and you're having a little difficult time with whatever they're saying about you, just retreat. That's all. Just take a step back. Maybe go lie down for an hour, take a nap or something, and by the time you wake up, the answers will have come to you. And if they haven't, then just take another relaxing break for a little while, but do not let negative people get to you, because you have too much going for you. You get the Ten of Cups, you get the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Earth. You have strength and tenacity to go after what you want, even if it seems insurmountable. You can do it. Even insurmountable sounds like, oh, far-fetched, you can't do it. You can do it. Absolutely. Look at your angels around you. Look at all that light. And this is just, whether you're going through something on this earth plane that has to do with a determination of like a ruling, but I don't really see it that way. Maybe a little, like a small dispute, but once you tap into your higher self, this won't even be an issue. This will be nothing compared to what really is yours. What really is yours. You are yours. That's the most important thing. So let us pull a Shakti card. Let's see if there's any other advice for you. Waning moon. Release old habits and patterns. Where shall we put this? Right here, next to the 7 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. Release old habits and patterns. The whole new you knows how to stand up for yourself. You know, the whole new you knows how to stand up for yourself. And you also know when to retreat. And you also know when to listen to your intuition, and you also know when to take action. So just be a little more mindful of your old habits and patterns that do not serve you. And ask your higher self, what do I do to stop these old habits and patterns? There are affirmations you can say. There are, you can, if you pray, you can meditate, you can sing, you can dance, you can do art, you could do whatever that's expresses your soul, whatever expresses and strengthens your spirit, your consciousness, you uniquely, you watching this. That's what you do to release old habits and patterns. And sometimes it means just taking a nap. So to clear your head, you know, our bodies need rest. And water. You see, I forgot, but I didn't forget. Sodalite. Sodium's in it, you know, and that makes me think, drink water. Water is life. Remember to pamper yourself. Let yourself be pampered and pamper yourself. And that might just be the simple things like sleep, eat healthy food, exercise a little, have some hobbies, you know, your friendships, things of that nature, you know, indulge in that to a small degree or a greater degree. You'll know what's right and what's wrong. And we have last, what I like to call practical advice. Technically these are called Secret Garden cards. Don't let me upset the publisher or the artist, but yeah. So our last bit of advice suggestion is weed. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. And where are we gonna put that? We're gonna put that also, no, we're gonna put this right over the guinea pig, actually, because yes, you deserve to have prosperity. I'll put these over here for now. You deserve to have prosperity, long life, happiness, family, legacy. You deserve to have happiness, and you're happily ever after, whatever that is to you. You deserve the sun and the moon. You deserve justice and not judgment. And even if you are facing some sort of judgment, it says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And what do challenges do for us? They help us grow. How are you going to grow? Back to the first card. I am presence. Get in touch with their higher self, and the answers are there. And don't tolerate less than you deserve, because you're worth it. You're worth having a happy, prosperous, healthy, long life. You are absolutely worth it. So, with all that said, I'm not hearing anything else or seeing anything else. So I'm going to say that's the end of your reading. And with that said, I wish you many blessings, lots of love, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Hello, those of you who chose the second card and the Chrysocolla crystal, which looks kind of like the eye on this card. So let's see what this card has to tell us. Aha! Visualization with the numbers 28, which reduces to 10, which is 1 and 0. It starts with you, the journey, and you have infinite possibilities. So we're talking about visualization with this card, okay? And this is with the third eye chakra, head chakra, but mostly third eye chakra, and you are being encouraged to go within and listen to your intuition because it's on point, okay? It has good things to tell you. And in conjunction with this, we have the Chrysocolla, and it says openness, wonder, fluidity. I like this. And a little fact is the copper in Chrysocolla gives the stone its vivid blue and green hues. So I'm picking up on Saint Michael, Archangel Michael, and Raphael right away. Something with your heart chakra and your throat chakra. So let's put this over here for now with the other crystals to amplify it. And put the Chrysocolla card right here. Remember, openness, wonder, and fluidity. And we have with this visualization. So even though you're being encouraged to go within, you know, I really like this. I'm gonna hold it like this. I think this is cool. So sorry for my skin. I have lupus and sometimes my skin just acts up. So anyway, but I still can read, or I wouldn't be doing it. So you're seriously, especially with this crystal coming up, there are no coincidences, really. You are seriously being encouraged to go within, and going within is meditation for you. I'm hearing meditation. I mean, that is typically what it is, but we can go within many different ways. You know, we can do quiet activities, walking. There's walking meditations. There are singing meditations, but in this case, I'm hearing, no, go within into the silence, and there you will find your answers. And it's not even answers. It's like they want you, your guides, your spirit guides and angels want you to dream big. They want you to see what you can't see with your human eyes, like in front of you. They want you to be open to the wonder of this otherworldly realm, the celestial realm, the spiritual realm, because they have messages for you, but also you have messages for yourself. You have dreams and goals and wants, and yes, they're telling me to tell you that what you want is fine. Whatever it is that you want, just visualize it and it will be. And again, you may have seen me or heard me say this in other videos, but I suggest that when this video is over, that you just go within, and, you know, just for a few moments, you know, quiet down your mind and say out loud to your guardian angels, your spirit guide, your star family, source, even God, you know, say, I accept and receive the gifts you have to offer me. And then feel the gratitude as if it's already happened, because it will. They're asking you to visualize the things that you want, and they will come to pass. So let's see what else we have here. What else we can add to this message of a higher view. Look at this. You're attached to the angels. For sure. Look at you flying there. Yep, you are definitely attached to the angels. Here's the golden color that I connect with source, but it's also your source of power. That's your solar plexus chakra. And we have 41 over here, which is change, adds up to 5, change. So start making some changes within yourself. You're even changes within yourself, like to just, like I said, visualize what it is you want, and it will be so. And you see right here this beautiful little green spot here. I see it as a crystal, actually, and I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like a ripple effect, an infinity pond, but I also see it as a thumbprint. This is uniquely you. You are very much attached and in alignment with angels. And this green would be Archangel Raphael, the heart, and it goes into this beautiful green color here in the water. And so when you go within, when you use your third eye to visualize, I'm suggesting that you appeal to Saint Raphael, Archangel Raphael. Again, you picked a crystal that is green, right? There's some blue in it too, so you got Saint Michael on your side too. But here, I'll leave this here for right now, because that's just uncoincidental that, you know, yeah, I feel it now. Raphael is reaching out to you. Raphael wants you not only to heal your heart, open your heart, open your mind and your heart, build that connection between the mind and the heart. The heart is the seat of the soul. So this is what you're being called to do, is to open your heart. Let Raphael heal you, help to heal your heart. Whatever's gone on in your life, whatever's happened to you to cause you to kind of shut down or guard your heart, open it to Saint Raphael, or just God, source. You know, that's good too. And visualize the love that you want in your life. Let's pull some more cards, because when I say love at this point, I mean like the general universal. I love my parents, I love my children, they drive me crazy, but you know, I love my coworkers sometimes, I love my friends. We're talking about this type of love, you know, but most importantly, love for yourself, self-love. So what else do we have here? Your spirit energy coming in, your spirit animal energy coming in is the hog, vision. Okay, hello. Here you go. I don't know what else you want me to say about that, but you know, yes, the hawk also flies very high, and it doesn't get caught up in the, and also I believe this is a hawk, or it could be an owl, but it's not clear. Either way, an owl is very wise, a hawk is very sharp and deadly, actually. Hawks were used in the Middle Ages as a form of warfare. They were a weapon. So that is how strong your vision is. You can visualize what it is you want in life, and it will happen. You can visualize what you want, and sorry about the glare there, and it will happen. So I'm seeing a crowd of angry people. I'm seeing everyday life and things that annoy us, like standing online at the post office or the bank or something, at the supermarket. And so because you're going to be working on yourself and your heart chakra, and loving relationships in your life. You're changing. 5. You're changing. And you also have the 28 here with 10. So this is all about you and perhaps starting something new in your life. And so these 2 cards here are saying, like, when things get annoying, when people are difficult, you're also being encouraged to step back. In your case, you could fly back because you're aligned with the angels. But step back and don't let the little things in life get to you. In fact, I'm seeing pebbles in a heart right now. And it's like really literally like a human heart and pebbles, like grit in your heart. And it's like it's time to pick them out and fly high with the angels. You know, even angels have duality. There's different levels of angels, you know. Not every angel is perfect all the time, you know. So let's see what the last oracle card is here. Balance. So it says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So this is, you know, the secret to life. The secret to life is balance. We want to be in balance and harmony with nature and ourselves. And, you know, it'd be nice to have our bank account balanced all the time at a high amount as well, a high frequency. But so you're being encouraged by, I'm getting a lot of angel energy here. So you're being encouraged by your angels to start to learn how to practice a little more balance in your life is all, you know. And don't, while you're going through this, right, while you're going through this change that is going to benefit you and whatever you envision for yourself that you want, that's going to happen. I'm just being told that, you know, don't judge yourself if you don't get it right away. Like, you can start to meditate and listen to your third eye, open your third eye and your head chakra for a minute a day, 30 seconds, you know. Start small, you know, so then you don't have to judge yourself. You don't get upset with yourself, and things will stay a little more balanced if you learn how to do that. Take a step back. If you were literally a bird, you would fly up and take a look at the situation from a higher point of view, and you look at that and say, wow, what's going on over there? And you can see it from a higher point of view because you have vision, and you're going to cultivate your inner vision. So let's see what the Angel Tarot has to say. What specifics are you thinking about? What specifically do you need to know? Is there anything specific, that area you need to work on or want to work on, that you are visualizing? What is it that you truly want in your heart? What is it that you want, that you're going to picture and visualize? And do this quite often, you know, as much as you can. It might be 1 minute at a time and then go back to it a couple hours later, or you might try several different meditations. And as I mentioned, you might want to go on Google or YouTube and look up Saint Raphael, or you can just ask Raphael to come in and help you open up your heart, heal your heart. So let's see. We'll have, my hand is touching this card. We have 4 of Earth, 4 of Pentacles. Someone is thinking of prosperity and money type situations, right? But this is a general reading. I don't mean this at any particular person at all. And there's nothing wrong with thinking about money anyway. So it's just a frequency, and it is necessary on this earth. So that's not a bad thing. But 4 of Earth. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions giving to those less fortunate. So being too frivolous or too cautious with money. So you're being guided to be a little more balanced with how you handle money right now. And you make good decisions when it comes to business, and you're caring. You have a good heart. It's just that your heart's been damaged somehow. You've been hurt. And so before you can even give to those less fortunate, I mean, you still can actually, before you heal, you can still a smile at someone, you know, just looking at someone, noticing them. I'm seeing that you'll, whether you believe it or not, if you run into somebody, let's say at work, and they have a new shirt or something, and you just say to them, oh, I like your shirt, you know, contribute to the positivity of the collective is, yeah, because ultimately that benefits you. And then when you envision your dreams, when you envision what you want in life, when you go to manifest these things, they will happen that much easier for you. Yes, you have the angels backing you, and they're always backing us, but in your case, you're very connected to angels, and you know, that doesn't mean that they're on the 3D in the human world. We don't have issues and problems, you know. But so in this your particular case, this is related to money. You might be envisioning yourself as wealthy, and that will happen, you know, if you envision it and you really, you know, meditate on it, then whatever it is you want will come to you. But this is specifically speaking to money. So you want to balance out, you know, like how you spend your money. Don't spend too much right now, but don't spend too little right now. Try to really work on that. And again, we have the color green here again. So again, I'm going to say your heart chakra. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. What is it that your heart desires the most? It seems that it has something to do with your business. Maybe you want to start up a business. Maybe you work for a business and you've got good ideas and you want to be recognized, so that, you know, you'll get a promotion or a level up. Being a mom or a dad is like a business sometimes, you know. we have to run the house, you know, run the money, budget everything. So, you know, it could be any of these things. Just keep an open mind, please. This is a general reading, but for some of you, this is right on point, I hope, and I hope it's helping you. So let's pull some tarot and see a little more deeply into what is going on with this Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I think 2 cards want to come. 2, 3, and 4. We'll start with that. Okay, so let's see what is going on with this visualization situation. So, ooh, we have Queen of Cups. Nice. We have the Prince of Cups. Oh, excuse me. We have, ooh, nice. 13. Transformation. And just by the way, let me show you the cards as they come out. The Queen of Cups. The Prince of Cups. Should be the Page of Cups. Death. 13. Transformation. And finally, sacrifice with 12, which would be the Hangman, usually. So let's see. You're a very feeling person. You're very generous. Sometimes you can be too generous. but you are more of a feeling person than a thinking person. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just some of us feel more than we think. You do have good intuition. You already have good intuition, and you have nice, pure thoughts. So when you're visualizing, you know, you can really listen to your intuition. You have very good, very strong intuition. I mean, look at her head right here. It's lit up by a white sun, which is right next to this nice giant sun right here. So yeah, you're very much aligned with the angels. And basically what's happening here is that you're going through some sort of change, this big transformation in your life that makes you feel like you have to sacrifice things to get what it is that you want, or to get through this transformation. And you have a gift coming in. You have the Prince of Cups, right? Which is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups says, hey, this is a new beginning, right? Transformation. When transformations are literally endings and beginnings. This card specifically, 13, which would be the Death card in the tarot, in the regular Rider-Waite tarot. So this is the Goddess tarot. So again, also you might want to get in touch with your inner divine feminine, and like embrace that, but balance it out with your divine masculine. Yeah, because this happens to be the Goddess tarot. So I'm thinking like you're a goddess. You chose this deck for a reason. You know, there are no coincidences. But yeah, so I think that, yeah, it's not even I'm thinking, I'm feeling you've sacrificed a lot in this life, a lot. You sacrificed a lot for others, or to get to where you want to go in life. And this is not working for you. This is not making you feel good. So I see the angels coming in to help you. The Prince of Cups comes with a gift. And the gift is usually mystical and magical. And it's that's what it is. It's beginnings. It's a beginning, a new beginning in your life, which is going to either lead to this transformation in you, where you visualize more, you meditate more, you look within more, establish more balance in your life. And you can do this fearlessly. I just heard that word, fearlessly, because the angels have your back, because you have an angelic soul. This has something to do with money in some way, or I'm also getting family, money and family. And yes, listen to your intuition. Absolutely. It's very strong. It's very good. You have good intuition. But sometimes you get caught up in the mundane of this world, this life, and you have the ability to step back and actually look at that craziness. It's like looking at like a scrambled puzzle like picture or something and saying no, or even like look at this pile of crystals, and it's like it might look like a jumble to you, but then you step back and you really take a look at it and you say, oh, okay, this is this crystal, or that's that crystal. I like this crystal. Slow down, So I'm gonna pull a couple more tarot to see if we can get any more insight into this. But that's what I have. It's some sort of sacrifice you've made for family, and it's some kind of sacrifice that's leading to a transformation. I'm also hearing this transformation might not be yours, but you're part of it. You're attached to it. So like if you're a parent, for example, if you're a parent of some sort, or you're someone's partner who has a child, or you have a child, then they could be going through something, and what they're going through is going to help change you. And I'm hearing stick close to your inner visions, what you envision, what you dream about. Also pay attention to your dreams. Okay, I have your card there. So, more cups. Wow. Wow, Princess of Cups. Wow. So, the Princess of Cups is more coming to you. More gifts. More. The Princess of Cups is like the knight in shining armor, or the knightess in shining armor, and they come and they will support your cause. So, but again, I'm hearing angels are coming. They, like a whole lot of them, almost like a legion of angels are coming to help you. And I don't know if you can see this, but behind her head is the moon. It's like a 3/4 moon. And so again, like really stay with your intuition. Really take some time, even if it's just 1 minute, 30 seconds at a time a day, and start to visualize and meditate what it is you want in life, because it's you've been sacrificing and putting other needs ahead of yours for far too long. You do that. You put other people's needs and desires in front of yours, and you don't need to do that anymore. It's time for you to start dreaming about you and what you want. And these visualizations that you come up with, what you can make a dream board, you can write it on paper, you can draw pictures of what it is you want, but they're really encouraging you to meditate and start using your third eye and pay attention to your dreams. Appeal to Saint Raphael to heal your heart. You've been through a lot. You have been through a lot that has hurt your heart through sacrifice. And you've got all these cups. You have a lot of emotions. You're emotional. Intuitive and emotional. And so when you get emotional, see, look at the queen here too. She may be the queen, but even so, she's holding the side of her face. Now, you could say it like, oh, she just has her hand on her face, but I see this almost as if she's like, what's happening, whatever's going on with you, it's just so like, oh, I'm so sorry type of move. Like her hands on her face, like, oh, that's awful. Or, oh, I'm so sorry. Or even, she could even be, I'm getting this idea that she might even be wiping like a tear from her eye. You know, she's emotional. Usually the Queen of Cups has very good control over her emotions, very balanced with her emotions. But you're going through something now that is emotional. I can't say if it's sad or not sad, because it's a change of some sort, and a lot of sacrifices on your part have been made. Also, you're being encouraged to, again, not just look from a higher view, but also a different point of view. A different point of view. So it doesn't mean that you have to go inside all the time and meditate and use your third eye, not all the time. You can just see things from a different point of view. Like, I don't know, that very same person that I said at work, perhaps, or a work situation, or you're online at the supermarket and they have a shirt and you just say, oh, I like your shirt. And that's not true. You might not like their shirt very much, but you feel that, you know, this person needs some validation, or you need validation. You know, when you validate others, you validate yourself. You become a better person. So, you know, that's a little sacrifice that you make. And yes, when I say look at things from a different point of view, I mean, like, you know, like, yeah, really, even if you don't like her shirt or his shirt, you know, you say it anyway if the opportunity is appropriate, right? So that's what I mean when I say, you know, see things from a different point of view. Like, what that person might like that shirt. Maybe they don't have any other clean shirt to wear that day. Who knows? I don't know. You know, but just put yourself like in somebody else's position for a moment, from where they may be coming from. don't assume too much. Just keep it real, you know, brief. But yeah, you might want to start to look at things from a different perspective, but mostly starting with you. And oh, nice, we have the Four of Staves, which is stability. So let's put this right next to balance. Yes. Okay, so we have stability here. We have a nice foundation. We have a beautiful this speaks to community and relationships outside the home. Could literally be a marriage, but I don't really see that here, unless it's somebody you know that's getting married. This doesn't seem like a love reading, or it could be an anniversary if you're married or partnered, an anniversary, but it's something outside yourself. Like, I know I keep talking about you, and it's all about I, me, and that's great, that's wonderful, but you're being reminded, gently reminded, you know, hey, don't just go take off and put yourself in a cave and meditate all the time, you know, like let the transformation happen, what you're going through, this transformative change in your life. You've made a lot of sacrifices. It may still feel like you're sacrificing, but you're also being encouraged to go into society and mix with other people, like for fun, you know, take some time. It's your time, but it's also, you know, it's community, it's communion with others. Take some time to do that as well, and then you'll have more balance too. So it's you, it's others, balance it. It's money, being too frivolous or too cautious with money. You may be worried about money, but I already said that. I believe that I'm getting a feeling this has to do with something with money and family, you know. So just, you want to achieve more balance with that. I'm coming at you with kind of a lot, so let's keep this really simple, okay? So start to visualize what it is you want, start to manifest what you want, because what you want is, there is nothing wrong with what you want. You are aligned with the angels. In particular, I hear that you should perhaps get in touch with Saint Raphael. He will help heal your heart, and then you will be able to be more you, better relationships with everything when you open your heart for it to be healed. You are aligned with the angels. You're being told to, you know, suggested that you start to implement a little more balance in your life, especially when it comes to money. And also, don't judge yourself too harshly about things as you go through a transformative process in your life, which I assure you is, it may feel, there's a lot of feelings going on here, a lot. But as I mentioned, you know, it's, listen to your intuition. We all have intuition. We don't always listen to our intuition. I'm suggesting very strongly, please listen to your intuition. And in the end, you're going to have stability. You're going to have a place in community, in your community. You're going to have a reason to rejoice and celebrate. And you will ultimately have very good relationships with others. Better relationships than you have now. So we are going to pull, as I said, a Shakti card. There is your card. A Shakti card, Soul Star. Integrate wisdom from your higher self. The glare, sorry. Integrate wisdom from your higher self. Okay, it goes right here with visualization and your third eye. So yeah, really listen to your intuition, right? Listen to your intuition. Appeal to your higher self, your ascended self when you go into your visualization modes. Ask yourself, what does, okay, so you know my name is Mary. Okay, what does Mary, 2 days from now want me to do today? What should I do today, Mary, from 2 days from now? And I ask my ascended self, I asked my future self, and my ascended self is going to give me the answers. It's my higher self. It already knows what I need. It's this 3D world that gets in the way. So, you're going to ask your higher self when you go into meditation, because you are very strongly being guided toward meditation and visualization and visualizing what you want. So, and we have lastly the Secret Garden cards. That is the name of what they are named. I just call them practical advice, similar to the Shakti cards. So if I said I'll do it, I will do it. And I said so. Oh, nice. Serenity. Value quiet days with the Serenity. Value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. Right. We're going to put this over here with the visualization and the meditation again. Oh, I'm also getting right now, I just got that you might like to go out into nature and just a higher view, but you like to watch things or start. Yeah, you're being guided into perhaps going into nature or even stargazing, and just start becoming a little more still, a little more quiet, and start to notice in the stillness, in the quiet, what's going on out there. You could look at flowers, you could look at a blade of grass, you could look at a pond or anything actually, and that's not high negative or high energy. Like, no, we want calm, peaceful, serene vibes going on here. So, and you might not be able to visualize every day. As I said, you can start with the maybe 30 seconds, in a 24-hour period, whatever works for you. But yes, make some quiet time for yourself, because you've been making sacrifices, you've been going through changes, you've been feeling a lot, even with the help of the angels. We're human, we go through this, and this is, basically saying value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. So just in stillness, you will find your serenity. And from that point, the stars are the limit. No, they're not the limit. Everything is limitless with Source, with God. Everything is infinite. But serenity is a good place to start and a good place to end this reading. So I hope this helped you in some way. If this did not resonate with you, I suggest that you check out one of my other readings or another medium, whether online or in person. A good medium is here to help you. So I'm not going to say you should always just watch what I say or listen to what I say. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. And find the ones that do resonate with you. As I wish you much happiness, blessings, and love. I wish that for you very much. Pile 2. Okay, see you in the next one. Be well. Bye. Hello, and welcome to your reading for those of you who chose pile number 3 with this card and Shungite. Okay, let's get into your reading. What does this card have to tell us? Meditation. Okay. With the number 32, I don't know if you could see that, sorry about the glare, 32, which adds up to 5, which is change. So you're being called to meditate a little more in your life. For it is in meditation and in the stillness that we find answers. So let's see what this has to do with Shungite, other than the fact that there are no coincidences. And this is what came to me. And the colors. Look at that. Cool, huh? Okay, let's put this down for one moment. Let's read about Shungite for a moment. Okay, Shungite. Connection, relief, calm. Here's a little fact. Shungite gets its name from Shunga, Russia, where it was first unearthed. Okay, so we're going to unearth a whole different part of you through meditation. This is where you will connect with your higher self. This is where you will find relief and calm from this stressful world. I'm feeling that you have been going through a lot. Stress, a lot of stress. You're a lot like pile 2 actually with the meditation. But something's been going on with you that has to do with like super high energy that's not necessarily good for you. Like, it's not necessarily negative energy. It's just that it feels that things are like very stressful, very anxiety provoking things are going on around you. And I see 2 things here with this figure. Okay, so this is your shadow self, your inner self, and that's what you want to get in touch with through meditation. But I also see you kind of like, it's not fully you present in the moment in life. Not that any of us, unless you're like some yogi master, are perfect at it, but yeah, like this is causing you to want it's almost like this is literally a flame, a fire, and you will be able to sit right next to it and it won't burn you. But right now I'm feeling that, you know, you need to amp up your meditation practice, your stillness practice. You're going within and talking to your shadow self and working with your shadow self, because there's a lot of anxiety and stress, anxiety provoking, stressful things going on around you, or you perceive them that way. And there's a lot going on in the world today, and you know, that can be anxiety provoking, and then just everyday life can be very stressful. Some of us just have, like, we react with stress more than with balance. So let's find out more about what's going on with you. But the angels, your spirit guides, star family, you know, ascended masters, source, God, they would like for you to meditate more, to achieve relief and calm, and also to connect not just with your higher self and your inner self, which would bring you to you, the you that you are right now here on earth, but also with others. So let's put that here. The Shungite can go back where it goes. Okay, so we have some oracle cards for you. Into me I see. Okay, I can't make this up. All right. Yeah, your angels for sure are backing you, and I'm getting from this, it's Archangel Michael and Jophiel, which restores balance and harmony in nature, and with also Jophiel is connected to the animal realm. And I don't know, this figure right here, let me put this down. So this figure right here makes me think of a pet of some sort, like perhaps a dog, even though that isn't what it is. Visualize what you think it is, you know. But yeah, look, your third eye is all lit up, and you have some Raphael here with the green and the blue. So you have your heart chakra and your throat chakra, and Raphael is attached to the heart chakra, and Michael is attached to the throat chakra. So But because you have a star on your forehead, either you're already a master meditator or you see yourself very well, or yes, they are asking you, please go within, meditate, and then you can be this beautiful, angelic, connected, relieved, calm being on this earth. And we have the number 8, which is attached to spirituality. And also, I always like to look at it this way, as infinity, infinite possibilities, and also infinite source, God, which would be all this gold light here. Also your solar chakra, which is your source of power. So your power comes from you being able to see within, see yourself, and work on it. And in this case, you're being, you know, guided into meditate to see yourself better, right? See your shadow self better, and work with that. Work on your inner self, right? So I don't know how this got mixed up, but normally we are going to look at next what spirit animal energy is around you. The turkey grounding. That's nice. That's good. This is really good grounding with meditation, you know, relief and calm, and take it down a notch, you know. And also the turkey, I know this is obvious, but you know, it's Thanksgiving, a symbol, you know, we tend to eat turkey on Thanksgiving. I mean, I don't anymore, but if you do, that's fine too. This isn't a general reading, everyone's included, you know, we're all one, so it's fine. But the point is that, you know, I'm feeling this sense of like gratitude, being grateful will help you immensely. So I'll give you a really quick mini course on how to be grateful. So you can write down on a piece of paper the things you're grateful for. Just write 2, because you could probably come up with like 100. I know I could. Any little thing that you're grateful for. But really, you want to cultivate a feeling of gratitude. And you do that very simply. Something that you're grateful for, you feel it, you taste it, unless it's a human. Like you don't want to be grateful for your baby and then you taste it. No. I mean, like, let's say you really like pizza and, you know, you had a piece of pizza a few days ago, or you just really love pizza and it's in your mind, right? So when you meditate, you know, call forth this image of the pizza and really see it, smell it, taste it. Feel yourself biting into this pizza. Oh my gosh, it's the most delicious piece of pizza I've ever had in my life. I'm so grateful that someone thought of pizza, right? Or I learned how to make my own pizza. And my goodness, thank you, pile 3, the Shungite pile, because now I feel completely grateful because I do happen to like pizza. And wow, I feel great now. I feel really wonderful. I like this energy. So, you know, this is it. You become, in your case, for those of you who chose the Shungite with the meditation card, yes, you are being guided to more meditation and grounding, because something is stressing you out. Something is kind of like, even if it's you yourself are stressing yourself out, like something about yourself that you don't like. But we're gonna look at that a little more deeper and find more answers. So, but yeah, so you want to get more grounded. Now I'm just repeating myself again. But also I'm getting, really this sense of gratitude. And, you know, I always say this, no one has to do this overnight. We learn, it takes time. So like, just like with meditation, for example, and connecting or feeling a moment of calm, you know, you can start with 30 seconds a day. There are many different types of meditations. There's walking meditations. There's adult coloring books, you know, if you're very mindful of what it is you're doing and what colors you're choosing, that's a form of meditation. Knitting is a form of meditation. Anything you do with quietude. But in this case, yes, your angels, which you are very connected to the angels, very connected. See your wings behind you? See? And then you're surrounded in a golden circle with the angels and light. They're just asking you to meditate a little more. Take a moment of calm, a moment of quiet for yourself. This will benefit you. Let's see. We have courage. Nice. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So I didn't say this a few seconds ago, but I was feeling this. I said it earlier though. It feels like you're stressed out and that there's a fire. But also there is a fire within you waiting to be ignited. There is a fiery passion within you. It's just waiting for you to light it up. And you can. And again, the angels are cautioning you or suggesting just have courage. And we have the color purple here as well, which is your third eye and your head chakra. And then we have the power colors that I was just mentioning, like this card. The oranges and the yellows. This is your solar chakra. Spirituality, like physical spirituality, like religion, and also where your reproductive organs are. And the yellow, which is your soul, your center of power, your solar plexus chakra, your solar chakra. And you know, and then we have a little portal there out into the universe, which would be source, or back to you. See the shadow you. Close up that hole if that's the shadow you. And if it's a portal to you, then open it up and go in there. Go within. Because into me I see. So let's pull some tarot cards and get some more clarity. Oh, excuse me. Wrong order. Let us pull one tarot card from the Angel Tarot card deck. Yes. How could I forget that? Because you have the soul of an angel. So maybe I'm like, well, you don't necessarily need that, but I think this is your card, and I will see what the angels have to say further to you. So you can have a life filled with connections. I'm hearing also connections with other people that can help you, like with your job or career or your dreams, the things that you want to do in this world. You can make connections and network, you know, and be successful. Yeah, I'm hearing this. So, whoa, we have the Hermit, Archangel Raziel, the number 9, which is completion. All right, so it says, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. Again, I can't make this up, you know, I really can't. And there are no coincidences. So, yes, your angels really, really want you to start to meditate, unless you already do, in which case, like, you know, you might want to go a little deeper, commit a little more to it. Look into different spiritual teachings if you don't already have a spiritual practice. You know, you can Google, YouTube, many different spiritualities going on today. I did not say the word religion, I said spirituality. So you use what works for you. Again, this is a general reading, so you know there is. I ask that you keep an open mind, because this is for anyone who sees this, who chose the Shungite pile, the third pile, and there's no judgment on this channel at all. You know, if you feel like being I don't know, an agnostic, that's up to you. You know, it's your life, you live with you, but you are being called. In fact, if you were agnostic, your angels are asking you to please look into a spiritual practice or spiritual teaching that resonates with you or that you like. You know, self-discovery. You know, for me, I've been searching for my spirit, the spirituality that I have today, my whole life. You know, it took me on very different, very strange, seemingly strange paths, but today I know it all happened for a reason, and today I am pretty solid with my spirituality, and I'm happy. And you see, one thing it says here, self-discovery. I can tell you, self-discovery, if you haven't experienced it yet, like through spiritual teachings and your spirituality, I suggest you go for it, because self-discovery is one of the most liberating and freeing things that has ever happened to me. And I wish that everybody would feel this feeling that I get when I'm in spiritual mode. You know, I feel so happy. And I'm actually very grateful right now. Wow, I'm feeling like super grateful. Thank you for letting me read for you. Thank you for choosing this pile on this channel. I'm really feeling this energy. Thank you. I mean that. Thank you. And look, your light that you're shining, it's in the shape of a heart. I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, love yourself first. Learn how to love yourself. And then go shine your light and connect with others. And then connect with others. By how? Through meditation. Meditation. Third eye. Third eye colors. Into me I see. Into me I see. And grounding. I don't have enough fingers to hold all this up. And grounding. So, yeah, you have a very nice, even though I feel happy and like peppy right now, this is a nice grounding energy. But Shungite, you know, Shungite can conduct electricity. That's kind of like what goes. This is why I like it so much with the, let's put this here for just a moment. This is why I like the Shungite so much, because I'm saying there is an inner fire within you, a passion of some sort, and you just need to get through this shadow work on yourself, your inner child, some people call it. I call it your shadow self, your shadow work, and ignite that light that you are. Ignite that light. Be that light. Be that lamp in the darkness. Be the light. And Shungite, it's not here, but Shungite conducts electricity. And you can literally, instead of use a battery, take let's say a flashlight or a torch, depending on where you are in the world, like an electric torch, flashlight, and you can use Shungite in place of a battery, and it will turn the flashlight on. And that's what I'm seeing. Like you are going to be a light in the darkness. Yeah. Shine your light. You're surrounded by things of this 3D world and stress, and your angels would like it if you would meditate. Start to meditate or meditate more. The answers will come in the silence, in the stillness. So, let's move this for now. This for now. That's the end. Let us do some tarot to see specifically what areas you want to focus on the most. Career, finances, family, love. I'm hearing a lot of me. You know, like you really just need to focus on you. You know, retreat and focus on you. But let's see what your spiritual family has to say through the tarot. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Not 2 want to come out, so we'll give 2, 3, and 4. You can start with 4. It's a good foundational number, 4. So, let's see. We have the Page of Coins. Nice. The beginning with the harmony and stability and finances. Nice. Ah, the Hierophant. Why am I not surprised? We have meditation. We have spiritual practices. We have into me I see. We have courage. Have the courage to stand up for what you believe in spiritually. We have the Hierophant. Okay. We have the Two of Coins. Nice. Can you see the edge there? Sorry, this deck is big. This is a big deck. Cat Black's deck. And we have the Queen of Cups. Wow. Here, wait, there's glare. Let's try to get this without glare so you can see it. Wow. This is nice. Okay. So, what does your spiritual family want to say to you right now? So, in relation to meditation and this inner journey to yourself and connecting with others, there is another beginning. If it is not a beginning, like you really haven't meditated or dedicated yourself to any spiritual practice. And when I say practice, I mean like establish a practice every day. So maybe 30 seconds a day, you're going to sit down and meditate. And you're being offered by the angels this idea of wealth, stability and harmony, and balance forever. With money, but I'm seeing it as whatever your heart desires, what you feel you want. You can handle your emotions. Even though I said earlier you're stressed out, the Queen of Cups says, oh, hi, subject of my kingdom, of the Shungite kingdom. You wanted some help with something? Yes, I'll grant you an audience. How can I help you? And you tell her, oh, I'm supposed to start meditating, and I'm supposed to go within, I'm supposed to find myself, and I don't know how to do this. I'm really stressed. What do I do? And the Queen of Cups says, relax. You've got a lot of emotions going on right now. No worries. No worries, okay? You're going to go find a spiritual practice that works for you. Not just practicing like you're practicing how to become a better meditator. You're practicing how to go within and work on your shadow self. You're a little bit every day or a lot. It's up to you how much you want to do. You have courage to do the courage to do what it is that you feel is best for you. But it's difficult to meditate, sometimes you need to establish a practice. See, the Hierophant speaks to systems like organized religion, organized structures in society, whether that be a school like of higher learning, like a university type learning. It's not required in life, but it is required that we go to high school, right? So like these institutions that are necessary in life and usually lead to higher learning of the spirit or of the mind, right? So that, again, the message is just repeating itself. Like, you may be emotional now, but you can get control of your emotions and take control of your life. And once you do that through spirituality and through a spiritual practice, beginning with a form of meditation, and as you do these things, right, you will become wealthier and more balanced. Definitely more balanced. And then you can handle anything. then you can handle anything. You will have the courage to face things head on, face things in life head on. Even if something was on fire right in front of your face, you'd be like, chill, relax, I have it. And you would do the calm and rational thing. But this is a different kind of fire we're talking about. We're talking about igniting the spark that makes you uniquely you, and really setting that on fire, so you're like, boom, you are prosperous, you are balanced, you can ride through the ups and downs of life. See, I like his globe back there, you know, and he looks pensive too, you know, like he's thinking, what's he gonna do with this infinite abundance and wealth? What's he gonna do with it? I don't know what you're gonna do with it, you know. you could do anything you want with it, because you'll be grounded, you'll be more centered, more balanced, more clear as to what it is that you're going to do in life. You're going to go about this in a calm way. You're going to establish a spiritual practice. You're going to take your spiritual wealth and go forth into this world, and you're going to be just fine. I just feel that you're experiencing some sort of overwhelming stress right now, and you can call upon Raphael and Michael. You do have angels that are backing you big time. They always back us, but in particular right now, your angels are asking you to meditate and develop a spiritual practice, as well as with the Hermit. And there's just one thing I want to say about this, which is that you already have the knowledge and the wisdom within you. The Hermit has spent the Hermit's entire life learning and acquiring experience, and then sharing the Hermit's wisdom with whomever needs it or wants it. That's what the Hermit does. So this is already within you. And for you to find this knowledgeable, wise you're just being encouraged to do it through meditation and a spiritual practice. And 9 is a number of completion. So, you know, like you do this, you start to meditate, and it'll start with it and it will end with it, right? Whatever it is that you're going through, that is the solution. Something is stressing you out, something's bothering you. I don't really see anything other than some emotions. Maybe you're a little concerned about money, but money is coming in. Stability, harmony is coming in. Something with your heart. See, the green for heart chakra. Maybe a religious institution is bothering you. Could be that. Yeah. But the way you're being encouraged to handle this is to have the courage to face your shadow self, work through those things about you that you don't really want to take a look at. And it starts with meditating and your spirituality, and it ends with meditating and spirituality. That is a gift. So we're going to pull a Shakti card and see if there's anything else you need to know. And we have Soul Star. Again, if you think this reading resonates and you want a little more information, you can check out Pile 2. They have very similar. They had this card actually. So integrate wisdom from your higher self. Okay, so there it is. Your higher self is the Hermit. He has the wisdom and experience and knowledge, and then the light of love to go out into the world with it. And where do you find your higher self? In meditation. That's where. So, and because I said so, it shall be so. One last card. These are actually called Secret Garden cards. I call them practical advice, but you know, for the person who created these, I give credit where credit is due. Someone took the time to make them, so they're called Secret Garden. Soon the secret's going to be told. What is the secret? That, okay, that's not flow to me easily, so I don't want that. Okay, and there's your card. Courage. Wow. I don't know what else to say. Shungite pile number 3. I honestly don't know what else to say. Courage. When picking roses, don't fear the thorns. So that's it, you know. And I'm having a little vision right now of you. You're sitting in a field and you're looking at flowers, and there's little bumblebees flying around, and those are symbolic. Actually, it could be any insect or no insect, you know. But no, I feel this really nice sense of peace and calm. And yeah, you're like sitting somewhere in a field, just soaking up these beautiful vibes from nature. Like your back is against a tree, you know, you're like barefoot and you're just sitting there in the grass and you're looking at flowers, and you almost want to just reach over and pick the flower out of the ground. And you can actually, you know, don't be afraid of the little insects. Don't be afraid of the little things. Start small. Start small. Unless you already meditate, in which case please continue on. Go deeper. Go deeper. But that's the vision I have for you. You know, it says courage. It feels like you are going through something stressful and you're struggling to maintain, you know, your composure and your emotions. You're doing a really good job at it, by the way. You're being encouraged to become more grounded and go within and meditate to find the answers to you, to your higher self. Your higher self always wants what's best for you. It's you. So have the courage to go within and see the shadows. Don't be afraid. Your angels are with you, and you have an angelic spirit yourself. You yourself have an angelic spirit, so don't be afraid. You can always call upon St. Michael or Raphael, and they will help you. Or Source. Source will always help. But in particular, I'm seeing, again, Michael and Raphael, just like in the second pile. So if you like, you can check that reading out as well. So go forth with courage and go within. And with that said, I hope this helped you in some way. This is a general reading, so please, if this did not resonate with you, check out one of my other readings, or I always encourage you, go find the mediums that make you happy. You know, a good medium is there to help you get messages to you and help you. So, you know, I can't be the only medium on YouTube that you listen to. That doesn't make sense. So, you know, if this does not resonate with you, please check out one of my other videos, or go check out other mediums. There's a lot of great mediums out there. Go with the ones that make you happy, that resonate with you. And with that said, I wish you all the best, much success, happiness, blessings, and love. And I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.